But I just wanted to let you guys know the truth about the situation. So we could lose Teeny sooner rather than later. Hey guys, how you doing? First, I'm gonna get the elephant in the room out of the way. This is the Christmas hair, and this is the Christmas makeup. I literally just finished shooting the video of me doing the hair, and I'm gonna be recording the video showing the Christmas candles next, because tonight is YouTube night since FedEx decided not to deliver my package. Again, so I can't do any work tonight other than YouTube videos, so just ignore that I look like a clown at the moment and the lighting here is terrible. I'm actually sitting in my closet because Teeny is over there under my desk chair, otherwise I would be sitting there like normal, and I don't want to disturb her. So I'm sure you guys are all wondering about the updates on Teeny Houdini since my last video. Most of you have been following me on my Facebook page and following along with the updates on the GoFundMe and on the Facebook page and everything. Most of you probably already know what's going on, but for those of you who aren't following me on Facebook and just saw the last video and just really want an update of what's going on. Plus, I do have more things to show you, so even if you have been following along, you can still learn about what she's going through a little bit better from this video. So I have here the paper from the animal hospital and everything that they did, which was extensive. So I want to share with you guys what all they did, what her prognosis is, the medication that she's on, how she's doing. So first of all, I want to let you know that she is doing a little bit better. Obviously, doing better than not moving and not eating for 72 hours is like anything that's a level above that is, of course, doing better. She's kind of being her old self again. She's going downstairs, roaming around. She hops up on the couch, lays with us a little bit. She meows sometimes. She used to do it all the time, like constantly. She was a little maniac with the meows, but she doesn't do it as much anymore. She has done it a few times though, so that's encouraging. She walks a lot slower than she used to. She just kind of ambles slowly instead of like zoomies status like she always was. When she goes up the stairs, she used to do the cutest thing ever, and she would wait at the base of the stairs for me to get all the way to the top, and I'd be like, come on, for like food or whatever, and then she would just stare at me, and then all of a sudden she would just go and she would just scale the stairs all in one go, make that sound the whole way. Now it's almost like she tries to do that. She makes it less than halfway up the stairs, and then she kind of breaks into a slow trot, and she's going to take the last few stairs, like, just kind of one at a time slowly, and she doesn't make the sound. So that's a noticeable difference. She seems to just enjoy resting a lot. I mean, she kind of did anyway. I mean, she's a cat. Cats sleep a lot as it is. But she's definitely not as active as she once was. But her personality seems to be kind of back, or at least kind of wanting to break through. It's like she knows something's wrong and she's trying to like compensate for that or something. I mean, I'm not in her head. I don't know. Health-wise, she's doing okay. Like she's eating quite a bit. Actually, she's doing a good job eating. Watson's actually being nicer to her. She used to kind of get all pissy when Teeny was nearby. She certainly wouldn't have let her eat at the same time as her, but now they've been sharing meals, which completely warms my heart. I absolutely love seeing both of the little heads in there in the food plate going at it together, and no one's throwing a hissy fit. She's drinking a lot of water. She's using the litter box just fine. Like, she seems like she's doing better in that regard. However, it is very obvious that she's had a setback and that she knows or feels that she's not the same. And to be honest, that's a little sad. That makes me a little bit sad. And on that note, I am going to get this out of the way because it's not something that any of us wants to hear, but it is the reality of the situation. This is the paper from the Animal Emergency Hospital, the Red River Hospital in Fargo, where she was from Friday afternoon until Saturday night when I went and picked her up. It says, Houdini has been diagnosed with probable hypertrophic cardiomyopathy with signs of congestive heart failure. During hospital care, Houdini was stabilized with medications to manage heart failure symptoms, including oxygen support and diuretics to reduce fluid buildup and supportive care to ensure comfort. Congestive heart failure in cats occurs when the heart's ability to pump blood effectively is compromised, leading to fluid buildup in the lungs or abdomen. which you know that's what happened. They had to drain the fluid from her lungs and analyze it and everything. So you saw that in the last video if you watched it. And just so this could be informative, if you guys have cats, something to watch out for. Common signs of this include labored breathing, decreased appetite, and lethargy, which obviously is what she was demonstrating, all of those things. So if you have cats and they suddenly become extremely lethargic and won't eat, trust me, get them to the vet immediately, okay? Because could be something, could be nothing, but it's better to err on the side of caution, especially in this case. Hi, Teeny! She's behind me. Hey, baby. Oh my god, she decided to crash the vlog after all. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, the whole time I was dyeing my hair the other day, she was laying in the bathroom on the bath mat with me, keeping me company while I was dyeing my hair. It was the sweetest thing. Hi, sweetheart. She's not purring as much as she used to. She's gonna lay on her medical bill. But she does purr every once in a while. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to pay as much attention to her as possible. You'll see why in a minute. And it's very sad. So we're just going to keep going. So basically it just kind of goes through like the treatment and everything. And they did the gray zone for the thyroid. I'm going to release you guys. You have to see how cute she looks right now. Hey, Teeny. Oh, she's doing the little thing with her paws. Oh, hi baby. Everybody's wondering how you are. Yes, everybody's concerned about you. Yes. Oh, looks like your fur is starting to grow back a little bit. That's good. I bet it's itchy though, huh? Oh, thanks for coming to see me while I'm recording a video about you. That was perfect timing. Oh, yes, my little baby. Oh man, that was super nice of her to make a cameo in the video that's about her. That's so sweet. Okay, it says the prognosis for cats with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy can be concerning and ongoing monitoring is crucial. And on that note, we have a vet appointment tomorrow that I will be taking her to. She's going to need weekly vet appointments until further notice, I think, and then they can stretch it out into once a month just to monitor how she's doing, what medications she needs, and everything like that. This apparently hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the most common type of heart disease in cats. So it says in this condition, the heart muscle becomes overly thickened and stiff, eventually allowing for poor filling and function of the heart. The backup of blood can lead to heart enlargement, which she does have. One of the chambers of her heart, or one of the valves, I missed exactly which word, but half of her heart is twice the size than the other side, and that's not how it's supposed to be. So that is what she's got going on here. So unfortunately, I debated sharing this with you guys because I don't want to put you in the position that I'm in, where I'm so grateful that she's home and she's here and I get to hang out with her again. However, it is kind of bittersweet. Oh, big yawn. It is bittersweet because of her prognosis. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to share that with you guys because I didn't want you to feel crappy. But at the same time, I feel like I should be honest about it and I should let you know what's going on. So the prognosis right here at the bottom, on average, the survival time after a diagnosis of congestive heart failure is approximately 6 months, but possibly up to a year or longer. Depending on the severity of their condition, some cats do better or worse. So it's like, I'm not even sure why they bother to give the prognosis, because it's like they could die soon, or they could live a long time, or they could get better, or they could get worse. It really just depends. We don't know. So it's like, well, yes, I mean, any illness could go either way. Like, you know, any day of our lives could go either way. So, you know what I mean? It's just kind of, unfortunately, sudden recurrence and death are a possibility. The disease is progressive and it is inevitable that we will need to augment the medications at some point in the future. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it is a possibility that we could lose Teeny in the near future. Of course, I certainly hope we don't. I've kind of made my peace with it, which is why I'm not crying. Like, I'm pretty sure I fully grieved her the other night when all this was going on. When I cried so much, I was in shock all day. I don't really remember much about that day at all. I really don't, which is strange. I took so many videos and I posted so many updates on Facebook, and that's really, those things are my only link to that day because I don't actually remember that day, which is nuts to me. So I'm assuming I was in shock all day. And I know that I had like the worst crying fit of my life that night when the vet called me after she drained the fluid and she gave me the update and everything. And she told me the prognosis. She said, you know, she could die soon. She probably will. We hope she doesn't. But realistically speaking, you're probably going to lose your cat in a very short time period. And I cried really hard.
So I just need to prepare you for that. But again, it's an average, but we're doing what we can to keep Houdini comfortable and doing all right. So
okay. How long do you think she'll be staying with you guys then? Do you know?
So I think that with how she is right now, she likely could go home tomorrow.
Oh, that would be great. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. All right. I know. But damn it.
It's my job now to take care of her, give her a good, happy life while she's still with us, and not be a sad sack and cast a gloom over the remaining days, months, hopefully years, please God, of her life. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know the truth about the situation. So we could lose Teeny sooner rather than later. I hope not. I really, 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 really hope not. Of course I hope not. And I know you guys hope not too. But if we just keep giving good vibes, maybe she'll be strong enough to tough it out. Got that over with. Also, she is at risk for blood clots. Cats with an enlarged heart and heart disease are at risk for developing life-threatening blood clots. It says this often manifests as a sudden inability to use the back limbs, dragging the limbs and vocalizing in severe pain. So they told me that if I notice anything wonky with her back legs, that's a blood clot and to bring her in immediately. If she yowls, and I even said like, well, she's always vocal. And the vet was like, oh, you'll know the difference. I was like, okay. So we got to watch out for that. So we're supposed to recheck with a vet in 1 week. To have a physical exam. Her appointment is tomorrow, like I said. Ideally check blood work for kidney values and electrolytes. After that, the rechecks may be spaced out. That's that. See, everything that they did for her, which was the enormous hospital bill. By the way, the GoFundMe is still going. I'm not even sure if you can delete a GoFundMe, to be honest. I looked. I didn't see a way to shut it down. Either way, the bill is about half paid for now, thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. And it is still up. The link's in the description. If you want to help out, you're more than welcome to do so. But our bill is about half paid now. So thank you guys so much for being so kind and contributing and donating and just the whole support. Like it really is helping us get through this. Because I had to deal with this all on my own because JJ, he had to work. He couldn't be there. He wanted to be. And yeah, really like just you guys, donating and helping out and just all the supportive stuff you've been saying on Facebook, and you're like adamant about having updates and details on everything. And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting all day for updates. I've been telling my friends about this and they want updates. Like that makes me feel so good that our little family matters so much, not just to us, but to you guys. And that really, I mean, I can't speak for JJ, but that really helped me get through it with my sanity intact. And I really needed that because I needed to be here for Houdini. And I couldn't have done that if I was a frazzled mess, which I pretty much was. But you guys helped keep me grounded in the whole thing. And it really felt amazing and still feels amazing to have such a powerful support system. So I'm just never going to stop thanking you guys from the bottom of my heart for not only the donations, like the financial help obviously is very much appreciated because this was a huge, huge thing, but just for the support, like, and showing that you care so much about her as much as I do. Like, it just means everything. So, okay, enough gushy. I'm so sorry. So they did a lot of stuff. They did obviously the examination. She had a catheter IV. She had, Medical words. Oh boy. Butorphanol injection. It's some sort of medicine. She had Lab Heska blood gas. That doesn't sound pleasant. I don't know what it is, but I see. And then Lab PTT, Lab PT, Serenia. I don't know these. I don't know these terms or medicines. I'm so sorry. Definitely did not go to medical school at any point. Injection of some sort. Another butorphanol injection. Propofol injectable. Good God. Lidocaine. That one I know. She had an ultrasound. Obviously, she had thoracentesis. Oh, why did I even try to read these? Good God. Then there was the hourly hospitalization rate. She was in the oxygen cage, and there was an hourly rate for that. She had clopidogrel tablets, and then furosemide injection. Why do they have to name these things such funny things? Oral med admin, topical med admin. She had her blood pressure taken. More hospitalization charges, more blood pressure, daily professional fee, hospitalization by the hour again, more furosemide, I'm just guessing at this point, injection, another ultrasound, more furosemide, Lab Heska blood gas, again, Lab T4 slide, oral med admin, and that appears to be it. But yeah, she went through a lot while she was in the hospital, okay? And she's going through a lot at home because Mama gets the fun job of administering medication every single day, and she hates it. So this one is clopidogrel, I don't know. Good God. But this one is to prevent blood clots. So these little pills here, they're quite big, like this, and she gets a quarter of a pill every day, once a day for this. There's one pill. This is 11 p.m. dose. This is when she gets this one. And then we've got this guy here, furosemide, the one that 3 times a day. It's half a tablet, and these are much smaller. Little teeny, it's about the size of my birth control pills. But she gets a half a tablet of this 3 times a day. At 11 p.m., she gets one with this, 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. And actually today's the end of day 4. So now she rolls to once every 12 hours with this. So she'll get this guy at 11 p.m. and then this one at 7 a.m. and then again at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So that's how that's going to go. And she's really, really good about taking her medicine. They gave me this. It's quite handy actually. Looks like a big syringe. It's just a piece of plastic. You put the pill in the end here. I tilt her head back, open her mouth, stick this down her throat and go boop, and it just shoots the pill right in there. And she absolutely hates it. She absolutely hates it. But we got to do it. And I mean, she tolerates it. She doesn't get mad at me or anything. The first night was quite a struggle. She fought me for about 15 minutes and growled at me several times. I've never heard this cat growl in my entire life. But Mama got growled at several times the first night that I had to try to give her pill. But now we got it down. As long as I find her in a sitting down position, I just kind of straddle her like with my knees so she can't scoot backwards and, you know, leave. And I just go above her and I'm just like, okay, time to take your medicine. I let her sniff the thing. I just tilt her head up, open her mouth, go boop, and she goes, and she doesn't like it, but it's over in like 3 seconds. So come on. There you go. Good girl. Yes, good girl. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. We've got that figured out. Anyway, so that's the update on Teeny, and I really appreciate you guys. Once again, I'm never going to stop saying it. Like, you have no idea how much of a comfort you guys have been to me through all this, because I was at my wit's end a couple of times. Well, more than a couple of times. A lot of times. JJ was super nice. When I got home from the hospital, from dropping her off in Fargo, I got home, he was already at work. He couldn't come with me because he had to go to work. So I came to the house all by myself. I just left Houdini, over an hour away. Didn't know what was going on, didn't know what the outcome was going to be, and I walked in the door to flowers and a card sitting on the kitchen counter, and I immediately burst into tears, and it was so sweet. It was like the sweetest thing he could have done. So sometimes it's nice to have a big hug from someone who cares. I love you so much. Everything will be okay. No matter what happens, we will get through this and more. He's a really great guy, and he's been very supportive, obviously, through this whole thing, because Teeny's his little buddy, you know? they love each other. So I really appreciate you guys. And again, if you still want to contribute to the GoFundMe, I mean, we still have to pay off the bill, unfortunately. We put it on the care credit, but it still has to be paid for, you know what I mean? So it's taken care of for now in that regard, but we still have to pay the bill back because that's how credit cards work. Hey, but if you still wanted to contribute to that, the link to the GoFundMe is in the description below. And thank you to those who have already contributed. You are amazing. You are amazing. And honestly, I don't know what I would do without you. So say a big, fat, giant prayer for our little teeny, or do a ritualistic chant, or light a candle and send good energy vibes. Do whatever it is that you would do in this situation, religious or not. It doesn't matter. Just send the good vibes through the atmosphere to our little teeny so that she can stay with us for longer than her projected prognosis, because that would break my heart if we lost her that soon. She wouldn't even make it to my next birthday, which would be her next birthday, if she only has 6 months left. And I don't think that I could handle that. So let's just think good thoughts, send good juju, and hope for the best. So thanks for hanging out today. And we will now return to our regularly scheduled vlogging, because I do have a lot of vlogs on backlog that I thought it would be inappropriate to post right now while this was going on, before at least giving you an update. So we're going to go back to regular vlogs now. I'll give you updates on Teeny as we go, if anything progresses or degresses. Is that a word? But I'll keep you guys updated. So I would recommend following my Facebook page for that. That's where I mostly post a lot of stuff. I get pretty wordy. I'll see you next time. Thank you again. I love you so much. That was awful. When did I start doing that? And Teeny says thank you to everyone too. Okay, bye.